welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G rank, where we are into our Apex hunts, and with everything properly stocked here, we are good to embark on another one. So, I think how I'm going to do this is I might do Zinogre this episode, Titan Montreal next episode, and then this Friday, in order to go after, I think, one of the other Apexes I need to do, there's this event quest, although I don't like the name of it. Twilight of the Gods sounds like this is going to be a super uber Diablos, so, I'm going to be prepared for pain, and I'm figuring that'll be a good way to end the week, is something like that. So I'm going to start with tackling our regular Zinogre, I shouldn't say regular, an Apex Zinogre. Everything is good there and prepared. We're just going to eat and head out. And I do have to thank Renatra Quo, because they did mention that, comments from last week, I can actually use 2 Y stones at the same time. So I'm going to use the drive and the attack, or whatever it's called, at the same time and see if that helps us knock monsters out of their Apex state faster. I don't know if it's like I have to assume it is a damage threshold that once you hit, the monsters do, get snapped out of it. So you know what? I might even do these here. Okay, it's force and drive. So I guess force drive. Now, let's do that. He should be down here. Oh, yeah, there he is. God, he actually looks just like the, cutscene one does for 4's story. No, he can do a double jump, eh? And are you going to charge like a regular Zinogre? Yeah, you are. Although he makes a very different sound to charge out. Almost sounds like he yelps in a way, like a... Ow, hurt dog. Okay, unfortunately there's already the drive worn off. And there's the other one worn off. See, that's one of the things about compounding them is I feel like you actually might have less time with an effect active to really be able to engage it with. Yeah, I can't really do much of anything right now. With his head intact. And my shots are just bouncing right off him. So I'll have to wait for the Y-Stone cooldown. Yeah, I think it's a smart idea to just keep the weapon sheath. I could use the extra mobility with how he's comboing stuff together. Unless he can do that, he'll probably do... Oh, no, didn't decide to do, the spin and leap. And then probably, yeah, follow up. I am glad I am running. Although I don't know what he's going after half the time. Oh, those are different. Okay, so his Apex state even has the Fulger bugs apexed. Because those are like little homing mines. Is he going to do the... No, not going to do the flip around, but he might have the... He might still have a hypercharge state that he can get off. Yeah, I am just stuck waiting around for the Y-Stones to... Okay. So Drive has a little bit of a longer cooldown than the Force does. But I'm going to need the Drive just to be able to connect, because, for a lot of the other monsters, it seemed like as long as you were hitting the weak zones, you would still have some of them connect. Whereas on Zinogre here, trying to hit the head, which is a weak zone of his, did not work. Okay, there we go. Knocked him out of that. So now we can start doing some good damage into him. I want to see if I can break the head. Because I think that, if I can break it, might open him up to some of the shots not bouncing off of him. There we go. And then this might be where he's going to... Yeah, there's that. And knocked him out of the supercharged state. So he should be much easier to deal with for a bit. I don't think he'll be able to do the double jumps until he starts getting a little bit of... Either Apex State comes back into effect for him, or... Ow. Or he starts getting some of his electrical charge in. Okay, he's... Oh, crap. Okay, thankfully got out of there before anything happened. We'll just snag a couple of these things, although one of them is probably just one of these cat shinies. Yeah. Although I will take it, because the first aid med is handy. So I don't know how long he'll be out of his Apex form for, but I have to imagine it's not going to be very much longer. And I think, though, of the monsters that I'll be tackling this week, Zinogre is going to be the easiest, or will be. I'm not sure what to expect of Tidal Najurala, because... although it might be, like, the lowest ranked monster out of all of them, like, I think you would probably fight Tidal Najurala first, above Zinogre, stuff like that. The moveset can be pretty hard to deal with. Oh man, it's... Yeah, so many of the shots are just like bouncing right off him. I don't know where I can aim on him. Oh, drive is active again though, which is perfect. Although now he's supercharged Apex State. Which is not good. Thankfully, I was basically down on my knees because of the Fulger bug, so he just shoved us out of harm's way. But he is going to be a tough one, because, like, at least when I was dealing with the other Apexes, some of the attacks were going through in shots. Or at least when drive wasn't active. Oh, really? So those little homing things can paralyze you. Good to know. Kind of a pain to find that out the hard way, but we now know. And do I have anything available? Not really. Was the... wound the front leg. That might be a little difficult to do. Okay. Oh, actually that's handy. Okay, so first aid meds, rations. Let's do... yeah, we'll pop the rations, have a max potion, and have an armor skin, because that'll keep us defense up until our next cart. I'm hoping not to have another cart, but you can't really be certain, Monster Hunter. Like, you can do your best, but there still might be some things I'll come around to lay you flat out. There we go. Again, I basically have to wait till the drive is ready. The force, we just keep on ricocheting, and there's nothing I can do against that. Yeah, see, that one's active, and although I feel like it is better to space them out to have one than the other, so that way as one's going through its cooldown, you still have another active that you might have a chance of knocking out the Apex. But doing the two at once, I wouldn't advise it. It feels like you're having too much downtime between when they'll be ready again. Like, maybe it can help you get knocked out of the Apex faster, but there's still also the dead time of, okay, I've applied the first Y-Stone, now I have to apply the second, now I can get the weapon out, and just some stuff like that where it can... To me, it feels better to space these two out as separate cooldowns. Okay, he just went into the next area, so we might as well go join him here and be ready to pop the drive out. And he is hypercharged. Okay. Well, we at least knocked him out of the hypercharged state. He's still in Apex mode, but that's much more manageable than the hypercharged. Knock him out of it. Okay, he is hypercharged, but he's not Apex. We're at least working between the two forms a bit. Now, ideally, I'd love to get him knocked out of the hypercharged in just a moment here. Oh, right in this tight little corridor. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is much easier to face off against. Although he's really eager to keep charging himself up. Yeah, not gonna let you get that pin attack off. But I am going to be slow and let that connect. Now that's a good time for them to bring out the bighorn. We're probably going to see him go... Oh, actually, maybe we can delay his apex form a little bit longer. No, there it is. Okay, that's good. Oh, we've just about got drive ready again. Yeah, I'm not sure how much health he's got, but at least we can work on getting some shots in while he's charging himself. Oh, shoot. Front paw connected like it did. Okay, I don't want to be in this situation for too long. Okay, well, thankfully the terrain actually worked quite well there for us. Oh, crap. And now we're being deflected off him, too. This is not the mode we want to be engaging him in. I think this is tactical retreat to go get a little bit of extra health. And also let the drive cool down further. Oh, those are helpful. Yeah, it feels like you basically get completely sealed off in the Apex monsters where, okay, you don't have the drive active? Yeah, half of our shots are useless, and you have to fight a hypercharged monster. Have fun. It's one of the systems it feels weird. They always want to bring, like, some kind of extra system to the monsters towards endgame. But they've not really, I think, found one that really works well for it yet. Like, you have the Apexes here, you had Hyper Monsters in Generations Ultimate, you had, okay, some of the shots were connecting, though. You know what? Because he did get a cart on us already, let's go for another stack of, well, as many Pierce 3s as we can make, and use those on him. What I was saying, they always try to give, like, some kind of endgame gimmick for monsters. The Apexes, the Hypers, the Tempered, and now the Anomalies. I think the Anomalies are... well, I still have to do more of them, but the fact that you don't really have... oh god, he is incredibly fast. Ooh. Yeah, he is incredibly quick now. I might actually even let the drive be active before we go in. The Anomalies, they don't need an item to, like, keep you going. They don't lock you out. Like, the Y-Stones are here. And they give you an extra incentive to go after more so. That kind of feels a more thematically appropriate. Like, the Hyper Monsters Generations Ultimate did have the certain body parts you would aim for to get... I think it was... higher build-up of the hunting arts. There we go. Apex and Ogre. A rough time once he is hypercharged and Apex, but just some patience and trying to read his moves will keep you alive. Be very careful of the Apex Thunder Bugs, or the Fulgur Bugs, because they paralyze you, and they home in. But yeah, I think the Anomalies, they've done it so that way you can use... No, excuse me there. You can use what their, like, extra status or thing is in the fight with and against them. And it's not like you're waiting on an item or a cooldown or something to properly engage with the apexes here. And unlike the hyper monsters, where they didn't take more damage from, like, that specific part, which I think they should have, it feels like it's more tangible to work at the anomalies with their, like, burst parts or whatever you want to call them. But we got another monster down, and we'll see how the next two apexes go. Again, I think this was the easiest of the three for this week, so we're probably in for quite a rough time ahead. But we'll see how we do as we keep going through these apex hunts. A fair bit of rewards. Still no divine armor spheres, though. I thought maybe it's through the guild quest that you get them. But we did get another Zenith Wyvern Gem large. So I want to take that and see. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 we might need to... Ooh, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll take that. I can't remember if it's 2 of them we need or 3 for an upgrade for, like, the rarity of the Furious Edition. Because, yeah, the evade reload, I think, is very helpful. As we saw with Apex Zinogre, where we're doing a lot of evading, it's nice to be able to get a shot out and then not have to worry about reload unless we really want to. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is 3, so I do need 1 more, and then I could look at... Honestly, I'd probably go for the attack. Life needs you to have lost health in order for it to play a role. Gunners have, like, 1 life or 2 lives. You do not want to rely on that for a weapon for, like, healing yourself. And these take the 3 there. Yeah, that takes 2, those take 3, and then the rarity 10s take 3. Okay, good to know, no. Yeah, so that, I think, will be able to bring this episode to a close. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G-Rank Edition. If you did like the video, you should give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, you should in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.